God, forgive me for writing. I know you're a very busy man, but I felt the need to ask and try and make you see how silly your working in mysterious ways is. Let me explain first to the incident which both baffled me and why and how you are so wrong in your thinking. You gave messages out to the human population of which can only be placed on designated exclusive Christian websites. Now in doing so you cut off over 99% of the human race, so therefore how is that any sort of message? Particularly also your choice of recipients for your messages is somewhat stupid. Not meaning to be rude, but you send warning messages to the people who in the most part are good decent souls, and you are warning that if they do not change, resist the enemy Satan, you are going to bring a great chastisement on the earth in July 2017. Now this message was sent in 2013, but less than 1% of people would even know you gave any messages, and yet you are more than happy to bring the rock in and destroy and cleanse the earth of good decent folk, who have no knowledge that you even sent any messages. Is that Christian? Does that seem fair to you? Well, I certainly feel it's a crazy situation and even worse than Satan could muster. Indeed, you bleat and harp on about how Satan's got control of the people. You say how they are greedy and the 99% are in danger. But what do? Send messages to someone only in your little club with instructions to warn people. But it must only be every message told and only on blessed Christian exclusive websites, some less than 1% of population. On your enemy's side, Satan's lot. They run a slick operation using TV, internet and any and all Hollywood films and such like to hammer out the exciting ways of life in Satan's shoes. And what does your team do? Zilch but hide your messages and keep stockpiling money or squandering on silly gold-plated drinking mugs, plenty of choir boys parties, vicar meeting parties, and squander millions on telescopes just to see what time your ship is coming back. And you wonder why you're losing the battle. It's a no-brainer. Your team on Earth are useless. Can you not see it? Sure, I know you're a busy man and have a lot to watch throughout the universe. Keeping on top of Earth and in touch is difficult, I understand all that, but, come on, let's face facts here. You're the boss. It's your chosen team running the churches down here and they are seriously inept. As the boss who hires and fires, you are responsible. You need to sack all your present management team. No ifs or buts, kick them out. They are worse than useless. Indeed, I would hazard a guess they are fleecing you. As with the virtual unlimited fund you give them, you are getting worse returns and losing badly against this Satan's lot. I hope by bringing this to your attention I do not get zapped by a lightning bolt, as yea, sometimes truth hurts, I know, but your entire system management strategy needs a complete rework. It simply is not working. Maybe nobody in the management team of yours has dared tell you, but it is sloppy, wasteful, and some of the staff on your team, well, being honest, look more evil than the Satan's team. Most of this I bet you already know. The empty church's declining following, decline of moral standards, decency, many freakish new genders, and stuff. It's in a bad way now more than ever. People need you, not a stupid one who cannot even manage his own staff, but the old you. So you need to get a firm grip. Start with the stupid rule of only allowing certain websites to count your messages. What kind of crazy letting the world know is that? Which class act in your staff thought that maximum exposure, let's only tell our own staff the messages? That is so unbelievably dumb, it's pathetic. Do you not think those in your staff are already aware of how they should behave? And yet, on the strength of issuing a warning to the people which the people will never ever see, you are prepared to launch the earth pole shifts and mayhem to wipe them out. And when the facts are it's your fault, yes, your fault, you employ your team, you select who to give messages to, so the buck stops clearly back on your shoulders. Who have you told these messages to? Let's look at this: a few school kids, and a old woman. That's the best you could muster. You sit back and think everyone's been told on the strength of that. Come on, get real. Oh, and on top of that, they must not tell anyone except only Christian websites specifically designed for the purpose. Do you not see how dumb that is? Let's look at the church in general. Surely you noticed that the popes have the old man scary look. How is that warm and welcoming? Scary movie time. Why, oh why are lots of your churches covered in scary monster gargoyles or creatures? What's all that about? How is that warm, welcoming and inviting? And you wonder why people avoid them weddings and funerals, and that's about it. And can you blame them? The vicars look creepy, the building's creepy, dark, gloomy, it's quite a scary trip. I guess you could use the church as a scare tactic if the kids misbehave. Sort of behave, or I will take you to man in that church. Keep them well behaved, I guess, but still sack the management team responsible for hiring and building design. They are useless. You blame us decent humans on earth. No, sorry God, you're the one in the wrong. You let the enemy outshine you in every way. They use swish modern technology, get the kids corrupt with fun. Your scary tactics is not going to work, trust me. I feel you should even check your management team out. I reckon they are skimming from the top. I do not see much investment in churches. They often look like they are ruins from neglect and decay. So where does all the billions go? I would look into that if I was you. Indeed, sack the team responsible for that. They are poor and not doing the job. Indeed, sack the whole lot. It's bad from the inside out. a bit like a company floundering with bad management and no funds. You must get a grip, and fast. Look, it's nothing that could not be sorted quickly. Here's a few pointers. 1. Money wastage. Appears to me millions and millions are wasted on telescopes, I guess, so they can see when you're coming back, so they can cover the books maybe. Millions just spent in staff members who do nothing much. Your wage bill must be gigantic, and I bet none do more than 30 hours a week, so you must check all that, make savings and do something useful with surplus like TV ads, website servers. God and such stuff to get known as still alive and kicking, not a given up to Satan team as it looks now. 2. Messages. Giving messages out is a great idea, but not to keep it stifled just to the church members. What good is that? It's the 99% you need to get messages to. Let's get you on TV message of the month or similar. Get a buzz going. Certainly make them available to as wide a public audience as possible. 3. Staff. Try picking people who can breathe unaided, maybe ex-singers, a few clean wholesome family guys. Yeah, I know most the stars are gay, but must be couple left surely, so let's get a few who can promote Team God. Get some younger energetic people, give the place a buzz, blow the cobwebs off type of thing. Lewis Hamilton would be a great icon, and he is Christian and normal red-blooded male. A few million, I am sure he would do a few ads, maybe even run with God one on his car and stuff. I think you get the gist. Listen, I have loads of ideas to get you back on track, instead of zapping me with a lightning bolt. I hope you can see as usual I am right. The battle with Satan is not lost yet, close, but there is still a little time. In any event, I certainly urge you not to send the chastisement in 2017, as it's your fault the message has not been reached by the people. Your staff, you carry the buck, so think and absorb what I have told you. Nobody but a handful know of any messages sent by you, so send the message again before zapping us and at least give the people a chance. So there you have it. By all means feel free to contact me if you want the setup sorting out. I will sack many, no probs. I do not suffer idiots lightly, and you certainly have loads in your staff for sure who need kicking out. If you just want tips, advice, give me a shout. Most the week I am free, but busy on weekends, especially at the moment as the F1 Grand Prix is on, but weekdays send me a message should be okay. Thanks for reading. PWDHCO. Dear God, forgive me for writing. I know you're a very busy man, but I felt the need to ask and try and make you see how silly your working in mysterious ways is. Let me explain first to the incident which both baffled me and why and how you are so wrong in your thinking. You gave messages out to the human population of which can only be